This is Audra Hicks, your Tennessee real estate professional. I wanted to go over decluttering your home to get it ready for the market. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because I put the real in real estate. Okay, so let's talk decluttering your home. When I come to a listing consultation, we go through the home and look each room by room. We walk in each room and I tell my clients what they need to do to get it prepared to sell. So if you are looking at selling your home, listing it soon, or anything like that, prepare ahead of time. One big thing that you need to do before you ever put it on the market is what I've always said. And in my previous video, I said it again. It's a must is to declutter, depersonalize. How are you going to go about doing that? A lot of people don't understand how to do that, or that they need to do it because they live there. It's their stuff, But when you put it on the market, you're going to need to have it as neutral as possible. Like I've said many times before, people do not know how to see past your things, and they can't visualize that home with their things in it unless it's more of a neutral setting. If you have all of your pictures on the walls and all of the kids' artwork on the refrigerator, things like that, they're looking more at your home as you in it and not them. Let's let them visualize themselves there. So, how do you start? You want to go room by room. Pick whatever room it is that you want to start in and declutter. Maybe start with the one that doesn't have as much to do and work your way up to the worst at the last. Or I would probably get the worst one over with, then it's downhill from there. So, go to Sam's Club or anywhere that has the containers, the plastic containers with the lids on them, and go ahead and get things out of the home, put in storage or in the garage. I'm getting a text message as we speak. Put them in the garage, and you can just neatly put them there, or in a storage building, or you might rent a storage or things like that. Think ahead of time. Are there things that you're going to want to do away with? That if you haven't used it, our big thing at our home is if we haven't used it in a year, then if it's not sentimental to us, we need to either give it to somebody, sell it, or throw it away. Like, you have some options there. We recently got a dumpster and went through the house and buildings and everything and got rid and purged. So this is your time to do the purge, and go room by room, look through all of your cabinets, go ahead and declutter those too, because people do look inside. People want to know if you have soft close cabinets. They want to know if you have soft closed drawers. They want to see if their stuff's going to fit in the cabinets and the drawers and how they need to lay things out when they buy the home. So make it as easy as possible for them to see what they need to see. Closets, go through all of the closets, go ahead and do your donating, your yard sale, whatever it may be that you want to do to get rid of stuff. A lot of people like Facebook Marketplace, things like that. So whatever you need to do to get rid of the extra things that you don't use, you need to get rid of them. Now is the time to get rid of them. So you can get a dumpster, have it brought in. Usually they'll let you have it a couple of days or a week or 2 weeks. For us, we kept it for 2 weeks, and then we were able to come and go, and in between real estate and the tech business and everything else we do on a normal basis, we needed it for longer so that we could go through everything and really purge and get rid of things that we didn't need. So there are things that you can do. Get the Rubbermaid container. I always call everything Rubbermaid container. I've always said Rubbermaid, I guess, for everything's like Coca-Cola, which we don't drink anyway, but Coca-Cola or Pepsi, everything is Coke to you. So everything's a Coke, right? So these storage containers, we're going to say plastic storage containers, get those. Go ahead and put the items in there that you do want to keep and label each one of those. Now we have got, and we use Boxinvy. It's Boxinvy. That is the app that we use to inventory everything that comes in our home. As I said before, we lost everything we owned to a house fire in 2015. And yes, you do end up buying more things over the years, and we've had 9 years to do that. So we finally purged this year things that we don't need. So, for that, we put everything in an inventory. So if we were to ever sell, which we don't plan on selling, we love our home and want to stay here forever. But you never know where life leads you. But if we were to, we'd use Boxinvy and make sure that we have everything in that box already inventoried, know where it needs to go. So when you're moving, that really makes a big difference. BigBearTechWorld, I'm going to put a plug in there for my son. Boxinvy is something that we use daily in our home. We actually inventory everything that comes in the home before we ever do anything with it. So it gets put in a spot. We get all that done and then put it up. There are some rooms that we still need to go through and do the major stuff that we didn't do before the app was developed, So, everything needs to be accounted for. It helps you with insurance purposes and everything that you know what you have. We've been there, done that, learned that lesson that, you need to know what you have in your home or in your buildings or in your car or your truck or your boat or your RV or whatever it may be. You can keep it in the inventory program like that. So go through your home, start in the worst one. Get rid of things, put it in your Rubbermaid containers. I still say Rubbermaid containers. I'm still going to do that, y'all. So put it in your containers. Make sure that you know what's in there because they all look alike. You can't see through them. I mean, you can buy some see-through if you want to do it that way too. Ours are the black and yellow ones. So the lid is yellow and it's black, and we get them at Sam's Club. I think Costco too. Costco has them. I don't think BJ's in our area has those, but they hold a lot, and we put QR codes on the outside, and we label it with whatever room it's in or storage area, and then we know exactly where to get it. So that's that detailed. So we love that. Helps you in moving, so when you load that truck up, or the movers do, what room that you're going to tell them to go put that in. But you want to go ahead and do that on the front end before you list it. Like I've said before, if you have too much of your personal items, your pictures need to come off the wall. Say we're in your primary bedroom. So we're in the primary bedroom and bathroom. We want to start with the walls first. Go ahead and take your family photos off the walls, get them bubble wrapped and ready to go, as if you were moving tomorrow. So get it all done and over with, and then it's like a lot less that you have to pack up once you get a contract and set to close. So if you can do it on the front end, much easier. If you're going to list within a month or 2 months or so, perfect timing. You can do it. So you can work your around your schedule and do it that way. Get your dumpster for the things that you're throwing away. Get all of your storage stuff ready, all of your items that you're going to need to put them in, and bubble wrap and all of that. Tissue paper stuff that you're going to need to put your breakables in too. So if you have furniture, which usually people have furniture in the rooms, on top of your furniture, you want to go ahead and just have less is more attitude, and neatly have a few items on your on top of your furniture in your bedroom, your end tables, things like that. Go ahead and go through all the drawers at that point if you want to, or save that for last. You want to If you are in a room and you are trying to go ahead and get things done that you can see without opening drawers and stuff, I don't let clients that I take in homes look in people's personal drawers. So, if you need to have more stuff in there, you can, or get the house on the market. And after you've got it under contract, start going through all the rest of it to go ahead and, put it in storage containers ready to go. So, but start with what you see first in every room. Go in and declutter the walls. There may be some things that you need to patch from holes and stuff like that, and touch up and paint. So that's the time to do it, because once you get some clients love a lot of stuff. They love a lot of stuff on the walls. They love their family, of course, and they're going to put a ton of pictures on the walls, and we've got to get rid of that. You don't want to put your family out there online with professional photography. And some photographers refuse to want to take photos in different directions that have that there. But I see a lot of times photographers, they're there to shoot the house. Not shoot the house, but, shoot the house, photograph the house. So, there's a lot of words that we use in real estate. I think it's funny. Shoot the house or go do a drive-by, it's just weird. But there's different meanings to that too. So what we need to do is go ahead and get things off the walls, off the furniture. You can see what you need to do. Once you do get everything out of a room, you're going to be able to see the floors, you're going to see the walls, and see if things need touched up, or if the carpets need to be cleaned, if there's flooring that needs to be replaced, if there's holes in the wall that need to be repaired. Go ahead and get all of that touched up. If you don't know how to do it, then hire a professional to come in and do it for you. And things like that. So move room to room. You'll want to go ahead and do things in the bathroom. And when you do list it, always keep your home in show ready before you leave the home. That is one big thing that needs to be done every time you list your home. You need to make sure that it is in great condition before you leave for the day. You have your place for your fur babies already, or that you can run home at a moment's notice and get the fur babies, or the neighbor can, or whoever might sit the house or sit with the babies and stuff to get your fur babies out for a walk or something like that while the house is being shown. A lot of times when you go live, it depends on the market. We're in a weird market now anyway, so things do set longer. So days on market are there. So when we have showings, we want to get in that house and show it. We want to let those agents come in and show that house. So it may be a moment's notice. You never know. So always have it show ready when it goes live. So, and even when you have a contract on the house, you're going to have home inspections, appraisals, things like that. So you're going to want to still keep it looking good throughout the process. Once you know closing's coming and we are, getting things boxed up and there's boxes everywhere, that's okay. But while we're really in the process of showings and home inspections and getting past certain times through the contract, we want to make sure the home still is looking good and everything. So I remember a home that my buyers bought about 4 or 5 years ago, and the home at an open house, that's when we actually bought it. My clients put an offer in and went under contract, and when we came to do the home inspection, I had said to the agent we were going to be there a certain day, get it set up ahead of time. But the other side had forgot to tell them. So the home inspector was like, doesn't look like they knew we were coming. And I was like, what do you mean? And piles of clothes everywhere. Things did not look like they did just a few days before that. So you want to make sure especially the home inspection time and the appraisal process. That needs to go smoothly, so we don't need to have all that out and and the home in disarray or anything. So keep it looking good, but go room to room. Do as much as you can. If you know it's going to be 3 months from now, you've got good amount of time. You can probably get everything done before you list it. But if it's going to be in the next week or two, you're going to have to fast pace it. Get your dumpster, get all your containers, get all your bubble wrap and your stuff to get things moving. You want to pick where you're going to store it. You might need outside storage, which you'd have to pay for, or if you have storage building on your property, put it in there. A garage on the property, anything, attached garage. The garage is something that usually doesn't get photographed unless it's like a spectacular garage, because a garage is just a garage, and we all know that a lot of people like to put a lot of stuff in it. So a lot of times it doesn't get photographed unless it's like show quality garage. Our garage is usually like that, so we'd probably want to photograph ours, so we'd make sure that everything's great for it to do that. But if it's something that's a big selling feature that you want to spotlight in that garage, don't put your stuff out there, because we'll need to photograph it. But on a normal basis, that's where people can strategically line up all of their storage and put it to one side, so that we know, hey, they're prepared to move. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't ever block your water heater though, or your electrical box, because home inspection is going to be done when it's under contract, and they're going to need to get to those items. So think about that if you do put things in garages, that you don't cover things that's going to need to be a home inspection done with. So windows, things like that. So go room to room. Go ahead, get all of your personal stuff put up first. Get all the clutter off, and just neatly decorate. Some people can't do that and don't know how to do that, so that's where I come into play. I can come back and help you do that before we list it, and we can strategically put things and stage the home properly, and get it ready. So at the same time, you'll probably be able to see if things need to be touched up, if things need to be replaced, and like I've said in other videos, if you can upgrade a little bit of the lighting or the doorknobs and things like that to your bronze, or your upgraded hardware, then now would be the time to do it too before you list. So sometimes we get pictures done, and then painting happens afterwards, and then we have to get pictures again. So get things done on the front end, so that way it gets your home in the best spotlight, and we can get it sold a lot quicker for you. So declutter, depersonalize. I know I say this in a lot of videos, but that is something that is a must when you are listing your home. And then that should help your agent be able to see the home and see everything and see what needs to be done. So when we come back and we look at it and we say, oh, okay, so you might have missed a few things, and we'll go ahead and prepare for that on the front end. And, before we get our photog out there to do anything. So just go ahead and get it all done. You'll feel a lot better when you declutter or you get rid of things. It just makes you feel a lot better mentally and everything. So it's already a process when you're selling your home, and it can be very mentally draining to sell your home and do everything and have all the showings and do everything. And we as agents see that with our clients. So we want to make everything as easy as possible, I say that twice because, sometimes it is just not possible to make things easy. It doesn't matter. There are some things that just come up, and we try hard to just really take the headache and heartache out of the process. We want to make it as smooth as possible as we can. So we need for our clients to actually listen and get in a phone call now. So listen and understand the process, and that way it makes for a smoother transaction throughout. So again, what have y'all learned today? Declutter, depersonalize, get that dumpster brought out so you can throw things away. Get your containers. I'm better. I'm not saying Rubbermaid. So containers. Get your containers. Get your stuff ready for boxing up. If you like boxes, just go get boxes. Whatever you need to do, and just write on those. And find out where you're going to put your storage. So if you do all that on the front end, you're not last minute having to worry about, oh Lord, we close next week and I don't have everything done. It's going to help you get things done. If you need any kind of contractor or vendor or mover or anything like that, ask your agent. We have we have a vendor list usually of different people that we know, like, and trust that will get things done, and not take advantage of people and things like that either. So and you don't have to use them. You can use whoever you want. You can get referrals from your friends. You can go to Facebook and ask them. So, but we usually have a lot of different people that have done things for our clients over the years, and we know that they do great work. So hopefully this has helped you today. If it has, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.